Hey boys and girls, I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to be looking at Unit 7, Lesson 11. The lesson title is Compose Three-Dimensional Shapes. Our learning target says I can compose 3D shapes and compose new shapes from the composite shape. So we're going to be working with and manipulating some 3D shapes. But before we do, let's warm up. For our quick practice, let's tell the time on this clock. We check that hour hand first. The hour hand is pointing to the 2. The minute hand is pointing to the 12. It's 2 o'clock. Good job. Let's check this one. Find the hour hand. Remember, the hour hand is the shorter hand. What's it pointing to? Right at the 4. And the minute hand's pointing to the 12. Anytime the minute hand points to the 12, we say o'clock. The time on this clock is 4 o'clock. What about this clock? Find the hour hand. You got it, 11 o'clock. Let's check this one. Uh-oh, my minute hand has moved. Now these are a little trickier. I'm going to use my big green clock to help us figure it out. Remember, we can start at 1 o'clock because it looks like we're past the 1. So I'm going to start at 1 o'clock. Now you watch what happens to my hour hand as the minute hand matches the one on the screen. As that minute hand moves around the clock and stops at the 6, just like the clock on the screen, my hour hand is now between these two numbers. It's gone around and stopped. What number did it go past? The 1. So the hour is 1. The minutes are 30. The time is 1:30, 1:30. What about this one? Got your answer? All right, let's check it. I'm going to start at 8 o'clock because it looks like I've gone past that. I'm going to start at 8. And you watch the hour hand and see what happens. We're moving around. We're going to go halfway around the clock. And the hour hand has moved 8:30. So 8:30 would be 8:30. All right, get your answer in your head. Did you say 12:30? Good job. All right, let's look at our daily routine. Let's practice counting some money. Miss Walden has 1 quarter, 2 dimes, 2 nickels, and 2 pennies. How much money does she have? All right, I'm going to draw some circles and label them to help me count my money. So 1 quarter, how much is a quarter worth? 25 cents. So I'm going to put my quarter and I'm going to label it with a 25. 2 dimes. 1, 2. How much are dimes worth? 10 cents. I'm going to label them with 10s. 2 nickels. How much are nickels worth? 5 cents. I'm going to label them 5. And 2 pennies. What do I need to label those pennies with? Just 1s. All right, now let's count my money. I'm going to start with the biggest coin, 25, and count on by 10s. 25, 35, 45. Stop. Count on by 5s. 45, 50, 55, 56, 57 cents. So I would write a 0 for my dollars, use my decimal, and write 57. Now the second part says a Coke Zero costs 65 cents. Does she have enough? Do I have enough? No, I don't. How much more would I need? Let's put 57 in our head and count up to 65 and see how much I need. 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more cents. Good work. Let's look at these. We're going to add tens to a two-digit number. We're starting with the number 55 and we want to add 50. Remember, when I add tens, I just count on by 10. So 55, count on 5 more tens. 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 105. The answer would be 105. 35 plus 20. I'm going to start at 35 and count on how many tens. 20 is 2 tens. 35, 45, 55. Good job. 45 plus 30. I'm going to start at 45. Count on how many tens. 3, 45, 55, 65, 75. Good work. 65 plus just 10, so count on one more 10. 10 more than 65 is 75. Good work. Here I have a graph. It looks like my graph is about pets. Which pet do you have? We're going to use this graph to answer some questions. How many people have dogs as pets? If I look on my graph and count, it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people have dogs. How many people have cats as pets? Get your answer. Let's check it. Next to cats, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. The next question says, how many more people have dogs than cats? Oh, I heard the key words. How many more? So I know I'm going to compare. Dogs had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cats has 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to compare those two bars, bar graph, or I can draw circles on my paper and compare. So I'm going to draw my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to compare the 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, when I compare, I can make partners. So this one has a partner, this one has a partner, this one has a partner, and this one has a partner. I have 2 out here by themselves. So there are 2 more dogs than cats. You could do the same thing on your graph. Draw the line to compare and then see how many extra you have. The last question says, how many people were surveyed in all? What do I do when the question asks in all? Count them all together. So I know I have my 6 dogs, just like on the graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to count on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There were 10 people surveyed in all. Great work. We'll see you back in a few minutes for your lesson.